Yo, 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 what it do? It's your boy MG with 800 Entertainment. You're now tuned in to the Mike City podcast, special edition with the Mike City Crew Talk. To my right, I got my main man with me, man, Young Ruck, tapping in, 800 Team 800. Also to my left, I got home team, I got DJ De Niro, 800. You know what I'm saying? Round of applause to both of my guys joining me today. Special edition over here of the Crew Talk. First off, how you brothers doing?
Good, man.
Yeah, y'all straight?
Yeah,
Glad
to be here.
Man, you know, every day's a good day above ground. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head above water.
All right.
So, you know, on this episode today, you know, I want to talk about something special. Billboard just dropped the top 50 rap groups of all time. Oh, yeah. A lot of great names on that list and a lot of great names not on that list.
Yeah, I can't
you know
wait
what I mean?
This one, I can't wait.
Yeah. I mean, shit. I could go down the list. You want to know some of the names?
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, I'll give you the top 20. They gave me the top 20. All right, so Billboard just revealed the list of the top 50 greatest rap groups of all time. Number 20 on the list is UGK, Underground Kings, Bun B, and Pimp C. They're number 20.
That's deserving.
Okay, number 20, UGK.
I mean,
it got a little bit.
It depends on who else they got on the list, though.
Okay, well, number 19.
Yeah, I'm just happy that they made it. That's what I mean. They deserve to be there.
They're definitely a great group of all times. One of the Hall of Famers. I don't know about the 20th slot, but let's keep going. Number 19 we have here. We got G Unit, 50 Cent with Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo, and Young Buck. Collectively as a group, they're the number 19 slot. You should think about that. UGK over G Unit or G Unit over UGK?
Shit, I would put UGK over G Unit, but I would have them like my top 10s. I was probably like top 10.
UGK top 10 or G Unit?
UGK would definitely be top 10.
Okay.
G Unit would probably be like somewhere between 15 to, I don't know.
Got you.
Something like that. But let's go through the list.
All right, so 19.
I could agree with that. Even though I'm from New York and I grew up listening to G Unit as well.
Yeah.
But UGK,
top 10.
They deserve to be in the top 10.
Put some respect on UGK's name, bro. They saying you need to bump them up. All right, so 20 is UGK, 19 is G Unit, number 18, 3-6 Mafia. Yeah? 18, all right, so 18, 3-6 Mafia. Which is 3-6 Mafia is from Tennessee, for those of you who don't know.
Shout out 3-6.
DJ Paul and Juicy J, Crunchy Black, Gangsta Boo, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Whole 3-6 Mafia. No, that's 18. Number 17 we have here is Cypress Hill from California.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, Cypress Hill.
To be
I
real,
like to get high.
I'll fuck with Cypress Hill.
So high.
I ain't gonna say I'm too versed in
I
their
like
shit,
to
but
get
they was doing their thing over there, bro.
Definitely. Yeah, them niggas torn. I went to a Cypress Hill concert before.
Nigga, they should be packed out.
They still be torn. I went to, what's his name? Be Real? Be Real. Yeah. Shout out Be Real. Shout out fucking Cypress Hill. I went to one of your shows. The shit was epic. I had a really, really great time. Alright, so UGK, G Unit, 3-6 Mafia, Cypress Hill. Number 16, Beastie Boys from New York. What do you guys think about that one? Yeah? Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys number 16.
Well, I'll put them in 16. I don't know if I'll put them in 16, but I fuck with Beastie.
You fuck with them? You fuck with them?
I'm gonna keep it on there. It's a little bit before my time. I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay.
Beastie Boys.
Well, they were the first ones to go, I think, platinum. They were very instrumental in the hip hop community. They opened a lot of doors. They were Jewish rappers.
Listen, I don't even care what they is. I ain't gonna front. They was ill as fuck.
They was ill as fuck. They kicked in a lot of doors. They was definitely ahead of their time. The shit was ill. You know what I'm saying?
They shit was sick.
I'm not gonna say they was ahead of my time when I started really like listening to hip hop.
Got you. Well, Cypress Hill, Beastie Boys. At number 15, Billboard's top 50. Number 15 comes in Naughty by Nature. Treach and them boys from New Jersey. Yeah. For those you don't know, is they had OPP. Yeah, you know me. You done with OPP?
So many anthems.
So many anthems.
Yeah, hip hop parade.
Hip
Hop Parade.
Oh, hey.
I ain't gonna front. That's another group that would have been in my top 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's above all of our times. We're like 80s babies. But them niggas is definitely Hall of Famers, pioneers, ahead of their time. Alright, so that's number 15. Alright, so coming in at number 14 on the list comes, they were all hailed from New Jersey at the time when they formed their group. Miss Lauryn Hill, Mr. Wyclef Jean, and Praz from the Fugees. It comes in at number 14 on the list. What y'all think about that? Yeah?
They
definitely deserve to be on the list.
I'll
I'd
say
say
that
that.
they deserve to be on the list, but it's not like, nigga, what? They only came out with like, was there only one album or did they come out with 2 albums? They didn't come out with no more than 2 albums.
I think they had like one classic album.
They had that. I only remember that one album.
You know,
The Score.
I actually
That's
will look
it.
and
that
tell
shit
us
was
really
hard as
fast.
fuck. But if they only got one album, I can't put them like in the like they wouldn't be in the top 20.
The Fugees.
Matter of fact, they ain't gonna be in the top 20 because I don't even remember the second album if they did come out with that bitch.
They came out with 2
They
albums.
didn't really need to though.
It looks like they came out with 2 albums.
Because if you
Blunted
go,
on Reality, and the first one was The Score, the famous album, The Score.
Listen, man, if you gonna put somebody on a high position in the list, bro, it gotta be like more than just they
One
was
album.
a good group. Like it gotta be like longevity.
I mean, those songs
You know
that
what I'm
they made,
saying?
the songs that they made,
Listen, The
Are
Score,
timeless.
I could listen to that
Classic.
shit from the front to
Classic.
the back without skipping the song.
classic.
I don't know that second album.
I don't know the
name
second
one
album
song
either.
from that
That's why I
bitch.
just pulled it up.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, they were very influential. They were ahead of their time. They were all talented. They all, since they broke up, they all dropped classic individual solo albums.
Facts. Facts.
You know, they recently just got back together to do a tour. So, you know, I wish them all the best over there, the Fugees. But number 14, they made the list at number 14.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Number 13 on the list, we have here Mobb Deep, Prodigy, and Havoc. Rest in peace, Prodigy, man. Yeah. Now, that's one of the first. Well, they had G Unit on there from New York. The BC Boys were from New York. The Fugees and Naughty by Nature from New Jersey. Mobb Deep from New York. So the second New York group in the top 20 is Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? The boys had some classic albums. They definitely, you know, deserve to be in the Hall of Fame once again. Top 50, guaranteed top 50.
Yeah.
Let me see how many albums they had.
About 5, I think.
They fucking recipes, Prodigy, man. Them boys had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh shit.
7, 8. Yeah, like 5. Yeah, like 8. Right? Juvenile Hell was their first one. Then after Juvenile Hell, they dropped the Infamous, which was the one that took them on the map. Then in '96 they dropped Hell on Earth. 99 they dropped Murder Music. 2001 they dropped Infamy. 2004 they dropped America's Nightmare. Prodigy went solo. He dropped H&IC in 2000. 2006 they dropped Blood Money.
So hold up. So you kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Prodigy
6,
shit don't count.
7, 8.
Prodigy shit don't count.
Prodigy shit doesn't count. They
That's
dropped
so
8
right.
albums together, and then if you count the infamous 25th anniversary, now that doesn't count. They dropped 8 albums together, and then they had like collectives, greatest hits,
Yeah.
remakes, shit like that. But you know, to drop in at number what number that was? Number 13, Mobb Deep. Shout out to them boys, man.
Facts.
Hell yeah. Now they put Grandmaster Flash in the Furious 5 at number 12. That was way ahead of my time, dog. I really don't know any of that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. but I do
know a
Classic
couple
DJ
songs
though.
from
I do like to pay my respects to them type of dudes, even though I wasn't able to buy their albums or party at those types of parties. And like kids today, my kids aren't able to jam to like DMX or like the Mobb Deep when I was able to, and Jay-Z. It's the same shit, but I would still like to give them their respect and tell them that they are pioneers and that we respect them.
Definitely.
Yeah, salute them dudes.
Definitely.
We don't really know your music that much. For everybody's listening, even ourselves, we should drop a link down below to Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. Let y'all go check out some music and let us know in the comments what you think about it. But they came in at number 12 on the list. And moving along, at number 11 of the greatest rap groups of all time. Oh, excuse me. Number 11, check us out. The Migos from Atlanta, Georgia.
Migos.
Hell yeah, shout out to Migos. Number 11 of the greatest groups of all time. That's crazy. How many albums do you think they've had?
They got
Culture 1, Culture 2, Culture 3, Young and Rich, No Label.
They got a lot of, but just in their mixtape game, because remember, they came out at the time. Remember when niggas was dropping albums for mixtapes?
Yeah, they would drop a mixtape
flooding
and call it an
shit.
album.
When them niggas first came out with their man.
Yeah. Hey man, rest in peace, Takeoff. Another one fallen that's on the list. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Takeoff. Rest in peace, Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? Shout out all those legends that were on the top 20 to 11 list. Y'all definitely pioneers. Just to recap, the number 20 through 11, we had UGK at 20, G Unit at 19, 3-6 Mafia at 18, Cypress Hill at 17, Beastie Boys at 16, 90 by Nature at 15, Fugees at 14, Mobb Deep at 13, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 at 12, and the Migos came in at number 11. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're right. We just went through 20 through 11. Now we're about to jump right into the top 10 through 1 on the Billboard top 1 through 50 rap groups of all time. Yeah, all right. So number 10, round of applause, or drum roll, excuse me. There we go. The number 10 rap group of all time are The Roots, hailing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Respect that.
Yeah, shout out Questlove. Yeah, shout out Black Thought. Shout out all the niggas in the group, all the real band members. You know, one thing that I like about The Roots, guys, is they kept the essence of live music, right?
Yeah.
From the drummer to the production to the guitarist to the bass guitarist.
Real musicians.
What?
Yeah.
From all real musicians, the way that they are editing and the way that they're putting everything together, we respect that shit 100%,
And
man.
Black Thought, he don't get enough respect because.
Oh, you saying he's underrated?
Yeah, he be spitting.
Bars.
That dude be spitting, like for real, bro.
I agree with you. The thing is definitely
Shout out Roots.
really, 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 really good. And he doesn't get talked about enough. Individually, he doesn't get talked about enough. But I'm actually glad the top 10 groups of all time, they put some respect on the Roots' name, because the Roots are definitely a big group out here. And they have the Roots Festival every year in Philly. That's huge, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they was at that shit.
Yeah, so,
Just like that shit.
yeah.
Shout out to Roots.
Shout out to the Roots, man. Shout out Questlove, Black Thought, everybody a part of that situation, man. We respect y'all. We appreciate y'all. To everybody watching this, if you don't know who the Roots are, please go to YouTube and listen to their music. Go into a rabbit hole of Black Thought and Questlove. They're actually live band on the Jimmy Fallon show, which is crazy. They gave a big bag over
They
there.
still doing that shit?
Yeah. Ever since he started, they've been a part of it. Big bag, bro.
I already
Retarded.
know.
Retarded. All right, so number 9 on the list. Moving on, is a great rap group hailing from New York, and shout out to De La Soul, man.
De La Soul.
Hell yeah, De La Soul. Round of applause, man. They made number 9 on the fucking the top 10 list, bro. De La Soul. Crazy fact about them, their music wasn't being able to be streamed for a long ass time.
Wasn't they going through some shit with the label?
They were going through some shit with the label. I don't know everything. I don't want to misquote anything that was going on, but they had some shit going on, and they weren't able to stream. But recently, they've been able to get their music streamed, and right when they did that, one of the members of the group passed. Man,
Rest in peace.
rest in peace, man. True Goy the Dove, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
You just put that on my radar, bro. I didn't know that.
yeah.
Chime on.
Crazy, man. The nigga, he was 54 years old. He was young, man. 54, man. He died of congestive heart failure in 2017. Rest in peace to that man. Rest in peace. Shout out prayers going out to De La Soul. But big them up for making the top 10 rap groups of all time. That is wicked, man.
Yeah.
Definitely wicked. Definitely wicked. You know, and if you guys don't know who De La Soul is, like I said, make sure you guys go stream them people. Go to YouTube, run them numbers up. All the top 10 people of all time. Everybody should definitely just go into a rabbit hole and just research their music. Stream those songs.
Definitely.
It helps those families out.
Names on this list, y'all go do y'all research, man.
Hell yeah.
Backtrack, because
You never know. You may like something that you weren't aware of.
you're gonna like something. That's a fact. If you listen to music and you're a music head, you're gonna like something.
You're definitely gonna like something from De La Soul and from something from the Roots. You know what I mean? So number 10 was the Roots. Number 9 was De La Soul. All right. So moving on, the number 8 group of all time according to Billboard. Salt and Pepper. Shout out to Salt and Pepper. You know what? Shout out to Spinderella, man. They don't give her enough credit either. Yeah.
He's a good DJ too, I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, she's an ill DJ.
Matter of fact, the fact that it's a ladies group that made the top 10, that's a big statement.
Huge.
Shout out to Salt and Pepper and DJ Spinderella, of course.
Salt, Pepper, Spinderella. Number 8, and also from New York. So number 10 was Philly. Number 9 is New York. Number 8 is New York. Top 10 rap groups of all time. Salt and Pepper. Do you guys know how many albums they had?
No, I just know like certain songs because they were like, you know what I mean? I was a gym or something, but yeah.
Salt and Pepper had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
6 albums.
That's lit.
First album coming out in 1986. Hot, Cool, and Vicious.
What's the biggest
Salt-
album they had?
What was the biggest album? You mean what album sold the most records?
Right.
Gotta be the album with the push it. Gotta be the album right there.
Salt and Pepper's, the best-selling album by Salt and Pepper is Very Necessary, which sold 5.4 million copies.
That's big.
So they went 5 times platinum. Them girls are history, man. They're definitely Hall of Famers, man. And I respect all of that shit, man. That is huge.
Shout out to Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, to be on there, the only females
Facts.
in the top
20.
20. Well,
shout out to Lauren.
Lauryn Hill was in the Fuji, so we gotta give her credit. But the only female
Salt and
group,
Pepper, they straight females.
yeah, straight females, all by themselves. Number 8 on the list. So, once again, the Roots, De La Soul, Salt and Pepper at number 8. That's fucking humongous. All right, moving on. Number 7, rap group of all time according to Billboard. We're gonna give that to Eric B and Rakim. Wow.
Shout out Eric.
Yeah, shout out Eric B and Rakim, man.
Classic.
Another group from New York. One of their main albums they had was called Paid in Full. Wasn't Rakim?
He has a track called
Rakim was the rapper and Eric B was the DJ, right?
That's what they do. They actually both rappers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't a DJ rap.
Nah,
It wasn't like no
DJ
gangsta
composed of DJ Eric B and MC Rakim. Eric B and Rakim were a duo, the DJ and the rapper. A little bit before my time was when like the mother stuff, so I can't really
Eric B is a rapper.
Yeah.
He has a track like dope track, matter of fact.
That's what I'm saying. I remember that nigga was spitting with, bro.
The Marvin Gaye sample, just like music. Come on, you gotta remember that track.
Nah, man, that was
Well, if you don't know, like
that was Eric Sherman.
Yeah, that was Eric Sherman.
Yeah, just like music. That was Eric Sherman, bruh.
Oh.
From Tighten Up, Wody. It's okay. We here with you. Yeah. Eric B and Rakim. Eric B was the DJ, and Rakim was the MC, man. Rakim and Kane is the one that they always compare the two to. Rakim and Kane. They're both godfathers of the hardcore rap scene in New York, man. Yeah. Big up Eric B and Rakim, man. They made motherfucking number 7 on the list, bro. Let's see how many albums they had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 albums together. Congratulations to them, man. They made the number 7 slot. Eric B and Rakim made the number 7 slot.
Go back and do my homework, cause do
your homework.
That part.
And just to let y'all know while we're on it, Eric B and Rakim sold over 2 million albums, including 2 million in the U.S. Their best-selling album, which was Paid in Full, went over platinum. So Paid in Full went platinum. Them boys are high-selling, grossing artists doing their motherfucking thing. I actually just seen a video of them performing recently, so it's good to see that they're still doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? The older rappers are still getting their shine on. They're able to perform. They're able to feed their families, and we appreciate that shit. Round of applause to Eric B and Rakim making the motherfucking list, dog. Hell yeah. So moving on, man. That was number 7. Number 6. The number 6 rap group of the top 10, the top 50. The number 6 rap group is Public Enemy. Yeah, Favorite Flav and Chuck D, man. Hell yeah. What y'all know about Favorite Flav and Chuck D? PE, man. What y'all know about Public Enemy?
Listen, they was before my time, but I heard they shit, and you know what I mean? Like they was spitting like some real shit. Like they
were the ones that were fighting for social justice.
Talking about real topics, real issues.
Yeah.
That nigga Professor Griff. That dude right there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you definitely seen Do the Right Thing, Radio Raheem was definitely bumping Public Enemy.
Yeah.
Classic scene, yo.
Favorite Flav, Chuck D, Terminator X, Davy, Sister Soldier, Keith Shockley, DJ Lord, Interrogator, Kari Wynn, Brian Hargrove. Those are some of the members that were original members of the band and the live sound and the forefront members, man. Shout out to Public Enemy. They had a lot of albums. Their first album came out in 1987. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 albums, bro. So that's awesome.
I didn't even know they had so much albums, bro.
Hell yeah. You know, a lot of the time what happens with these older artists, they get pushed away for the new shit.
That's a fact.
You know, but what we don't know is they're still doing tours the whole time. And it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I wish that in our community, in the hip hop community, we bigged up our pioneers and our legends as much as we do the new niggas.
Yeah,
that's why here at Mike City, you know what I'm saying? We're always gonna highlight everything. And just so you know, me and my man DJ Zanero 800 over here, we have a new show coming out called Hip Hop History, highlighting the #1 songs in hip hop for the last 50 years. It's the 50th year anniversary. We got a show called Hip Hop History coming real soon to YouTube that we're trying to get picked up by different networks, where we're going to be highlighting #1 songs that were out through the last 50 years of hip hop. So y'all stay tuned to that, man. You know what I mean?
Tap in with us for sure.
Make sure y'all tap in. The best-selling album for Public Enemy is Fear of Black Planet, which sold over 1.15 million copies.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Big up the Public Enemy, making the number 6 slot on the top 1 through 50 rap groups of all time. All right, guys, we're about to tap into the last 5 groups. Who do y'all think some of the groups are on there? You got any idea?
I'm actually curious to see because the higher that we go, the
Yeah.
more shocked I am. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, all right, let's go. Let's jump into number 5 through 1 on the top 50 rap groups of all time. At number 5, we got Run DMC, another group from New York. Man, New York's running the list.
I mean, that's the Mecca.
It's the Mecca. New York is the Mecca. That's where they all started. Run DMC came in at number 5 on the list. They've had a lot of albums. Their first album coming out in 1984. Run DMC, self-titled album, Run DMC. Second album coming out in 85, King of Rock. Next album coming out in 86, Raising Hell. Fourth album, senior album coming out, Tougher Than Leather. In 1988, they dropped the 5th album, Back From Hell, in 1990. 1993, they dropped Down With The King. And let's see, from there, 1993 was their 6th album. 2000 and they took a long ass break. From 93 to 2001, they dropped Crown Royal.
I remember when they dropped that shit.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Though.
Yeah. Then they dropped a live album, Live at the Montreal, which is cool. Live albums are always cool. You know what I'm saying? You remake your album and be able to sell the same content but with a live sound to catch another bag. That's pretty cool.
If I'm not mistaken, I might have to ask you to research this, but I think they was the first rap group to make it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If I'm not mistaken.
I'll check that out. But I tell you what, they run album sales. They sold over 6.4 albums, which included 6 million in the United States and 1.6 in the United Kingdom. So them boys went platinum with 230 million records sold worldwide in a total of 6 albums. Their debut with self-titled Run DMC, they are known as the Kings of Hip Hop. Run DMC. So give a round of applause for the number 5 group to make the fucking list. Run DMC. My dog said if they were the first rap group to go platinum.
No, to make it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay, let me see. Run. In 1985, when the first group of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees was selected, Run DMC, the biggest rap act on the planet, decided to make an opinion. I guess they were the first. Run DMC were the first rap group in the Hall of Fame. Damn, that's another fun fact, bro. That's big business. You know, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame spans back for decades, man. Yeah. That's what's up. Hell yeah. So number 5 on the list, Run DMC, man. That's big business. So number 4 on the list is another group hailing from New York City, right? And with that, they've sold a lot of albums. Them boys are huge. Number 4 on the list, A Tribe Called Quest. Hell yeah. Shout out the members of Tribe Called Quest, Q-Tip, Five Dog, Ali Shaheed, and Jerobi White. And also a member that used to be in there, Consequence. You know what I'm saying? Shout him out too. Rest in peace, Fife Dog. Yeah. That's what's up, man. Tribe Called Quest.
I think for a short time, Busta Rhymes was down with them too.
Nah, he was with Digital Underground.
He was with Leaders of the New School.
Oh, Leaders of the New School.
Yes. But he was affiliated with them because Q-Tip was a huge producer, you know what I'm saying? And he outspawned Leaders of the New School, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, he was with me. You're right.
Yeah, so shout them out, man. Shout out Q-Tip, man. Q-Tip is a legend, dog. He don't get enough credit within the industry. Q-Tip is a legend. Rest in peace, Fife Dog, Ali Shaheed, shout him out, Muhammad, and Jerobi White, you know what I'm saying? They've been out since the beginning of time. Let's see how many albums they had. Right? Their first album that they dropped came out in 1991 called The Low End Therapy. The Low End Therapy by A Tribe Called Quest. Their second album, nope, I'm lying to you guys. People's Instinctive came out in 1990. People's Instinctive Travels and Paths of Rhythm came out in 1990. 91 was The Low End Therapy. 93 was The Midnight Marauders. Yeah. Then I don't like how they don't put it in order. Let me see. The first album was the People's Instinctive Travels in Paths of Rhythm, which came out in 90. In 91, The Low End Therapy. In 93, Midnight Marauders. Then he took a 3-year break. They came out with Beats, Rhymes, and Life. Then in 98, 2 years later, they came out with The Love Movement. And then in 2016, they dropped We Got It From Here, Thank You For Your Service. Now, during all that time, some of the members dropped solo projects. So, you know, and also they were working production and doing other things for other artists, ghostwriting, behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? But it's pretty cool that number 4 on the list of the top 50 Billboard rap groups of all time comes in number 4, A Tribe Called Quest, man. Give a round of applause to them. Fuck yeah. So number 3 on the top 50 list of all-time rap groups comes in, hailing from the West Coast, NWA. Hell yeah, nigga. Round of applause to NWA, dog. They were fucking huge. I think they started gangster rap.
The pioneers of that.
Yeah, I think they're the ones that started this gangster rap shit. For real. So that's pretty cool.
Facts, they did.
Yeah. Let me pull up some information.
Well, bringing gangbang to like a motherfucking forefront, yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones that started that shit. So the original members of the NWA, so you guys know, was the leader, Eazy-E himself, which was a short little gangster nigga who was holding it down. He was the financier of Ruthless Records, which had NWA and other groups. Next to that was Ice Cube, who was one of the ghostwriters, Dr. Dre, who was another ghostwriter / producer, MC Ren, DJ Yellow, and the DOC, which created the group NWA, which stood for Niggas With Attitudes, man. And they were huge, bro. They were fucking ahead of their time. They started that gangster rap shit. They started traveling the United States and the world and making shit happen, dog. Rest in peace to Eazy-E. He died in the early 90s, complication with HIV.
So they say.
So they say. You know, that nigga was a wild dude. And then he went to, he was one of the first gangster rappers that went to the dinner at the White House. Shout out Eazy-E, Ruthless Records, his kids, his wife, all that shit, man. Also, Ice Cube, major ghostwriter, wrote a lot of Eazy's raps, went solo on that ass, became major in Hollywood, major albums, ghostwriting, all that shit. Dr. Dre, one of hip-hop's pioneers, one of the first hip-hop billionaires, Beats by Dre, Death Row Records, Aftermath Records, Eminem, 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar, Tupac, he's behind a lot of people, dog. MC Ren, DJ Yella, one of the Porn Kings, and of course DOC, one of hip-hop legends, dog. So, you know, they had a lot to do with a lot of the pioneer shit, man. What y'all know about them?
I know about all of them. You know what I mean? Ice Cube, that nigga right there, that nigga was a ill nigga though. Like,
one of the greatest battle rappers in history.
Hell yeah. He had one of the hardest, what was it? One of the hardest diss tracks of all time. What was it, Vaseline?
Yeah, no Vaseline.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to the movie Straight Outta Compton. If I didn't
Straight Outta
see
Compton
it,
was a great
definitely
movie.
catch it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Straight Outta Compton was a great movie. Since we're talking about his movies, Friday, Meet the Are We There Yet?
Same, like that's
fucking all about the Benjamins. Hell yeah. Right Along. This nigga got so many movies. He's a Hollywood/hip hop legend, dog. We respect you. We appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. NWA is a major fucking group, dog. And we appreciate it, man. So number 3 on the list was NWA. Shout out Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and everybody, man. We appreciate you. So the last 2 people on the list, on the top 50 Billboard greatest groups of all time, coming in at number 2 is Wu-Tang Clan. Yes. Shout out Staten Island, man. Strong Island. Round of applause to number 2, man. You know, Wu-Tang Clan is very, very
revolutionary.
Very revolutionary. Very influential. Very ahead of their time. Once again, contracts, deals, the sound, the music, all that shit, bro. For those of you who don't know, Wu-Tang is a group from New York. Spans from members. They had over 9 or 10 members. RZA, Old Dirty Bastard, Ghostface Killer, Raekwon, Method Man, GZA, Inspector Deck, Master Killer, Capadonna, You God, Mathematics, and their DJ Symphony. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Wu-Tang as the number 2 rap group of all time. Them guys were signed to Loud Records in the beginning of their career, and they were just ahead of their time.
And you know the crazy shit is, because they only really came out with 2 albums.
Nah, they came out with more than that.
No, they came out with motherfucking they came
Enter
out with
the Wu.
Enter the Wu-Tang.
36 Chambers in 1993.
Their second album was motherfucking Wu-Tang Forever, bro. Other than that, everybody else did solo albums.
After the Wu-Tang Forever,
you feel me? Like they were still fucking with each other, but it was different, like little pockets and shit.
Well,
I'm not saying it wasn't a group.
I'm about to tell you real quick.
No, they had other
Wu-Tang Forever was in Enter the Wu, 36 Chambers was in 93.
What was the third album?
Wu-Tang Forever was in 97. The W was in 2000. Then after 2000, they dropped an album called Iron Flag. Then in 2007,
Iron Flag was like a official Wu-Tang album. Was it like a
these are all official
shit?
Wu-Tang albums that dropped. The first 2 that came out was on Loud Records that we know about. Shout out Steve Rifkin. Loud Records produced the first 2 Wu-Tang albums in 93 and 97. Then in 2000, they went to Columbia Records and they dropped the W. And in 2001, they dropped the Iron Flag, right? Then in 2007, they went to SRC Records and dropped 8 Diagrams, right? In 2014, they went to Warner Brothers and they dropped A Better Tomorrow. And in 2015, they went to EZCLZIV, which is an overseas record label, and they dropped Once Upon a Time in Shaolin. So they had some records.
2015, that Once Upon a Time in Shaolin, wasn't that shit that the rich nigga had bought and he kept it for himself or some shit like that?
That was maybe something else, but I remember what you're talking about with the rich dude, Shkreli.
Yeah.
Martin Shkreli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like one of the first albums, though.
No, he bought an album that they never put out.
Yeah, they never put it out.
For $5 million or $1 million.
Bought it from RZA.
Yeah, the pharmaceuticals dude, bro. Yeah, you don't know about that?
Like he released he ain't released all the tracks, but he probably released like 1 or 2 of the tracks or some shit like that.
Yes. And he was putting the shit out slowly before he went to jail, because he went to jail, and one of the Wu-Tang albums was something that the feds had seized because they sold it as collective as artwork. So the value of it was like $5 million or $1 million, some of the nature. But to tap in what you were talking about, they dropped the first 2 albums with Loud Records, and the first 3 records they ever dropped are the only ones that went platinum. Oh God. But at the end of the day, Wu-Tang Records came in at number 2 on the list. You know, shout out Wu-Tang. While they were doing that, they all had dropped like all these different single projects. Rest in peace to Old Dirty Bastard, by the way, too, man. And shout out Old Dirty Bastard, Young Dirty Bastard. When I went to the Wu-Tang concert last year, and Young Dirty Bastard represented Old Dirty there, and he did a great job, bro. They were on tour with Nas and Busta Rhymes, and that shit was fucking epic. So shout out motherfucking Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? They made number 2 on the list, and that was the number 2 through 50 on the Billboard's top 1 through 50 greatest rap groups of all time. All right, guys, that was the list. That was the last part from 10 through number 2. And number 1 on the list on the Billboard's hot 1 through 50 rap groups of all time. The number 1 group is hailing from Atlanta, Georgia. Big Boy and Andre 3000 from Outkast. Round of applause, dog. ATL, Scotty. Yeah. They're the greatest rap group of all time, bro. I was actually surprised when I heard that, but not really surprised because them boys dropped some fucking fire.
I ain't mad with it.
Definitely ain't mad at it. Definitely ain't mad at it. I wonder how many people actually took their time to vote this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that because I want to know, like, was it just the top heads of Billboard that did it, or did they do like a crowd? You feel me? Like,
yeah, like how many votes?
Voted.
Yeah. I actually am interested in knowing that too. But just to let you guys know, the first Outkast album came out in April 26th of 1994. It was called Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music on LaFace Records / Arista. Certified 4 times platinum. And it's a classic.
4 times, guys?
4 times platinum, bro, out the gate.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Then their second album came out 2 years later on LaFace / Arista Records called AT Aliens. Huge album, bro. Guaranteed RIAA certified 2 times platinum, right? Then their third album came out, which is one of my favorites, which is Aquemini in 1998. Yeah. I think I was like 13, dog. I remember that album.
I was a young nigga when
I was 13. I remember that album. Me and you, your cousin and your...
No, that was on AT.
No, that was AT Aliens. Yeah, let me apologize. That was AT Aliens. I was 12 years old, right? And Elevators came out. That shit was a hard-ass song. But when Aquemini came out, when I was 13, shit was huge. You know what I'm saying? Shit was huge. All 3 of their first albums was on LaFace.
Throw your hands in the air
and wave them like you just don't care. And you like fishy grits and all that plain shit. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Them boys are classic. I personally think they are the greatest rap group of all time. The diversity between the 2 of them, they're nothing like the same. And they pushed the envelope, dog. They were like Kanye before Kanye. You know what I mean? Salute to the Dungeon family, all them boys over there, the branches, the lineage, the cloth of the Dungeon family. Outkast definitely represents that. All the way to Goody Mob. Yeah, Goody Mob. Who else was a part of that shit, dog? Sleepy Brown. CeeLo Green. Yeah. You know who else was a part of the Dungeon family lineage? My nigga Future. They used to call him Meathead. He was the youngest one in the camp when he was Meathead before he became Future.